Hey traders, before I get into the trading session today, just wanted to say that I'm back, took some time off, especially during the summer. And during that time, I worked on myself and really learning how to journal and doing some discipline exercises when it comes to trading. And so I created a trading journal template. It's like an online template through Notion. It's this cool website. I can create free notebooks, and I kind of tricked this thing out, and I want to give this to you for free. If you stick around to the end, I'll show you how you can get it. After the trading session, I'll get a little bit back into the journal. Um, so really quick before the market open here, I'm going to just go over a few things so you know what you're getting. So this thing is free forever. You really don't need any other trading journal. I know some of them they charge you per month, or you got to pay some kind of free fee, or you have to pay to unlock features. This one is fully featured. It has a dashboard. I created a little masterclass inside just how to use the journal, and then also this thing I call it 30 Trade Challenge. This has been completely game changing for me. I did not come up with this, and we'll go over that right now. Also have a pre-trade checklist, and then these are all the tables that are within the journal database. So if we jump into the dashboard, we'll see all the tables and the database. And so this just has some temporary examples, but there's a list of all the trades. You could do different accounts, how long you're in the trade, and P&L, mistakes listed, and everything gives you a summary. And then also you could break it down. So I have in the masterclass, I have an example of how to use all this data. What's really cool is you can add galleries. So you can take screenshots of your trades. So let's say this one, and you enter in all your information and you can do a screenshot. You can make comments. It's a great way of tracking all your data, and it's completely free. And so, yeah, you could do, long or short. You could see how stuff breaks down, P&L, trade-wise, win rates. What kind of setups do you have? Track your mistakes, what your win losses and break evens, different instruments you trade, different accounts you trade. And I left one custom here for people to enter any information they want. And I got a nice calendar set up. So that's pretty much a dashboard. And if we go back into here and the master class that comes with it, the first video I'm just going over how to get started with the dashboard or with the journal. And then the 30 trade challenge. This has been key for me. It's what I'll be using while I trade today. Um, and starting this challenge from scratch, I kind of do this over and over again until to drill in the discipline. Now, I didn't come up with this. Mark Douglas, one of the famous authors and you know uh, preachers of trading discipline and how trading mindset is the ultimate edge that a lot of people are missing. It's not a strategy. It's not some magic chart indicator. It's really you're battling yourself most of the time. And this exercise he talks about, it's called the exercise, is a 30 trade challenge. And he teaches you exactly how to do that from his own mouth. And then once you get some trading data, I see a lot of trading journals out there, but they never really explain to you what you're supposed to do with the data once you enter it. You're just supposed to journal and then feel good about it and then realize stuff magically as you look at data. I actually go over how to break down the data and make better trading decisions and find more edge. So yeah, all that's free, and I'll show you how to get that at the end of the trading session here. But I just want to show you the 30 trade challenge, what that looks like. It's just a simple checklist. And these are my rules. When you download this, you can customize your rules, but I'm going to trade one strategy, and that is I'm going to look for consolidation. Once it breaks out of consolidation, I'm going to buy a pullback or short a pullback, and this will be on the NQ, right? This is Pacific time. I only want to trade for 1 hour from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And I don't want to trade at the open, which would be 6:30 a.m. for me because it can be, especially the NQ, can be very volatile. So since consolidation breakouts are more like trend trading, I found that the trend a lot of times will reverse or stay with the direction at around 7 a.m. There's usually no news between 7 and 8, usually. And so that's helpful as well. And several other factors why I like to trade that time. I just like to trade an hour a day. I don't like to stare at the charts all day. Max size is going to be one contract. It's one full-size contract. I'm always going to do one-to-one risk to reward, no matter the price action. And then I'll be done for the day after two consecutive wins or two consecutive losses. So these are some really good rules that you can adhere to. And you can make your own, of course, but it's good to trade one strategy, one time of day, have an idea what your max size is, what your risk to reward is going to be, and what are your limits as far as wins or losses for the day. So without further ado, let me switch screens here and we'll go to the charts. Okay, we got a couple minutes here until my open really is at 7 a.m. Like I said, don't like to trade at 6:30 Pacific, which is 9:30 Eastern, market open. And so I'm using an evaluation account through Apex Trader Funding, and they have a 50% off discount, which I'll have at the link in description. Maybe after the trading session, we can discuss, about Apex and how I like them. But I'm risking $2,500 drawdown, trailing drawdown, and I'm trying to hit a $53,000 profit target, and then they'll give you a funded account. So here I see a little bit of a breakout, and I'm waiting for the pullback. I just need to adjust something here. There we go. Okay. During some dead time, what I'll do is I'll just fast forward the market replay when I upload this to YouTube. So you might see that. Okay, that was a crazy spike up. I still want to kind of get this consolidation area. I'm not too sure what my target would be. I think this one's going to be a quick scalp, although I'm going to look for like 20 points risk to reward once it gets filled. Yeah, based on this volatility that we're seeing, I think 20 points is pretty good. So let's see how this goes. All right, looks like I might get filled here. This is a pretty good pullback. I think I can. Okay, so I already had my strategy, ATM strategy, Ninja Trader set for 20 points, one-to-one risk to reward, and that was super quick. So I don't trust this move up too much, especially on this pullback being a little bit more than 50%. So it's a good way to start the day. 20 points up almost 400 bucks. So let's wait for the next setup. Okay, so we had a break of this kind of consolidation zone. And I got a clear area where I would say I'm wrong about this if I do get filled, which would be over the pivot high, just around 960, 11,960. So this could break down a little further, but I think we might see a pullback here. And this is kind of making a nice downward trend. And I think with our stop being over around the 960 area. That should give us enough wiggle room to make a 1-to-1. So let's see how this plays out. Okay, we get filled there. Again, I have the 20-point ATM strategy set. So I just gotta adjust my stop loss and take profit. I'd say if we get up, a little over 59, it could pop up a lot higher. So let me just see what would be my take profit with that, with 1-to-1. Let's see, 9. So it's gonna be about 895, something like that. Yeah, it's perfect 20 points. Okay. So, you know, um, a big part of the 30 trade challenge is not moving your take profit and stop loss and 100% relying on your strategy. So you can make adjustments, but the point is to only adjust after 30 trades, which 30 trades could be a really quick, pace for some people's setups, or it could be really slow for others, if they swing trade or something. So the idea is you could adjust the number of trades. 30 is usually a pretty good number. I probably take 2 or 3 trades a day, so this would take me about 2 weeks before I can make any adjustments, maybe a week and a half. So that could be a long time to kind of stick to a strategy, right? But even if you paper trade this, you're going to get a real sense of what it's really like to trade for real and not be emotional. A single trade should not make or break you, right? And so I'm going to put this off to the side so that we can kind of see the 30 trade challenge while I'm trading. And, I'll already have one successful trade that I followed the rules. You could see that I marked it as successful on the left. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. And yeah, so again, you can add more trades or remove them depending on, I would say a minimum of 30. But situations like this where I was in some profit and then it pulled back, a lot of people would just close out right here. That's not following your plan. And then if it works out, you're going to beat yourself up. I know a lot of people that happens to them, and so and me too. I'm not, I'll catch myself sometimes, and this is why I have to repeat the 30 trade challenge, because even after I complete some of these, I can still not trust myself 100% or not follow the rules. And so it's an ongoing challenge. So this could take a while, this trade to play out. It is, about 7:10, about 10:10 in the afternoon in the Eastern, or in the morning in the Eastern time zone. So let's fast forward this a little bit and see how it plays out. So again, I just want to say so many people might close out here because it's getting really close to their target. But I set these prices. I don't want to adjust them anymore or have any second thoughts about them because again, one trade should not make or break you, right? Whether it's an evaluation account like I have or it's real money, you should trade the contract size that you feel comfortable with, that you're able to lose, I don't know, 20 trades in a row and still be okay. Um, and hopefully your trading strategy does better than that. But I am not sweating this at all. Even if it was real money, I would be trading the correct size and not worrying about this trade. What I can do at the end of 30 trades, I can evaluate all of them and I could say, well, if I did this or that, I think that I'd have a better edge. Or I would recognize this market condition and I would do this differently. This allows you to have a clear vision about what you need to improve on. And if you eliminate one less thing to improve on, which is your trading psychology, it makes everything else so much easier. So this is coming back down. Who would have thought? And this is another lesson learned that it's going to go against you and you're not going to close out until it hits your stop loss. And it's going to go back in your favor and you're not going to close out early. My target's not moving. My stop is not moving near this whole thing. And we'll see if it plays out. Look at this nice breakdown. So again, not taking profits because all of a sudden I was red 20 points. And I have like a 35, 31 point, almost 32 point target. So I'm in, no way going to take profits early now. Either it's going to work in my favor, or it's not. We are in a downtrend, even though we gapped up today. We're in a downtrend, and we're definitely there's a trend line forming in the higher time frames. So I'm not letting price action spikes take me in or out. I have a clear defined level where I'm going to stop out. It can go a lot higher if it reaches that, and I'm not going to let it go against me that much. I'm going to stick to my plan. So let's. This one's taking forever to play out though. So let's just. I'll fast forward until we get closer to either a stop or a target. I think if we break below here, we should be the probability should be in our favor. And this is the probability mindset. Um, I'm not letting emotions take over. You saw so many chances to stop out early or to take profit early. Look at this beautiful breakdown. Highly probable this is a win. This is what patience and discipline is about, right? And that's what the 30 trade challenge really teaches you. So boom, there we go. We're going to check that one off as successful. Even if I lose on a trade, I'm going to consider it successful if I follow my plan, right? And so one of my other rules was that 2 wins and I'm done for the day. 2 losses, I'm done. 2 wins and I'm done. Um, so I've hit that, and that was a really nice target. I almost bottom ticked that one. That was really nice. And so let's just do a little bit of a review. Let me bring up my performance sheet here. So we have about 50 over 51 points in profit today, over $1,000. So I'm about a third of the way to my profit target, and a 100% win rate. Um, so yeah, very good trading. One long, one short win, and the dashboard information. I'm not going to enter this quite yet. I gotta refresh all that stuff, so I won't bore you guys with that. But yeah, if you want to get access to this, let me show you exactly where that's at. Let me just switch screens here. Okay, so if you want access to the journal, I'll have a link in the description. It's going to be, oops, it's going to be on Gumroad, and I appreciate if you can contribute any dollar amount, buy me a coffee, buy me a beer. Otherwise, it's free. You just enter 0 and I want this, and you get the trading journal, the masterclass, the challenge. It's a great value. I put a lot of time and money, or not any money, but a lot of time and effort into it. And if you're curious about getting funded, there's a 50% off discount right now with Apex. So I have a link to to their website also in the description. And so I'm using the 50K account, which is right here. And I'm looking for a $3,000 profit target, which, a third away there in one day. So that's pretty good. They got a trailing drawdown, and then it's 167 a month. But if you use the offer code, I think it's save50. Let's see if that works. So if you already have an account, you can log in. But if you don't, you can use the so it's 167. But if you use the offer code save50, you'll get 50% off. And I think that's good for the summer. I don't know when they're going to stop doing that offer code, but yep. All right, well, thank you very much. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll be looking to try to post these videos daily. All right, have a good day, and good luck trading.